Thank you so much for joining me for this calm, relaxing flow. We're going to get started in our wide-legged child's pose. So if we bring the big toes together at the back, we're going to see about taking the knees as wide as the mat and just slowly making our way down. So finding your way down slowly, slowly, and just eventually finding that place where you can allow the forehead to rest down heavy. Breathing in deeply, filling the belly here and allowing it to lift and expand in between the legs. Allowing the hands to relax and the feet to be soft. Taking a really deep inhale in through the nose. And from here, we're going to reach the hands forwards. With a big inhale, we're going to draw the chest forward. And as we reach the hands, we're going to lift up into our upward facing dog. Exhaling, taking the hips back, keeping the knees wide, drawing the big toes back together, finding our way back into our wide leg child's pose. Breathing in, we're going to take the chest forwards, lifting as we get to the hands, reaching the chest and chin all the way up. Exhaling, bringing the big toes back together, sinking the hips back, finding our way back down into our wide-legged child's pose. We're going to take one more really big sweep forwards, breathing in deeply, keeping the chest low, and then lifting it up in between the hands, lifting the chest with the inhale, lifting the chin. And from here, we're going to take our hands under the shoulders and the knees under the hips, and we're finding our way back into our tabletop, breathing in deeply and exhaling fully. As we inhale, we're going to lift the chest and the tailbone. And as we exhale, we're going to curl the chin and the tailbone under, lifting the spine. Breathing in, lifting the chest and the tailbone. Exhaling, pressing down through the hands, lifting the little space in between the shoulders. Breathing in, rolling the shoulders back, lifting the chest. And from here, we're just going to slowly walk the hands forwards and allowing the hips to stay over the knees, melting the chest down towards the floor. We're finding our way down to our puppy pose. And we can always find a place where we can rest the head on a block, or maybe coming all the way down to the mat. But as we inhale, we're allowing the chest to open and expand. And with the exhale, we're just allowing the shoulders to sink and all the little muscles through the front body to open and release. Staying here for just 2 more really deep inhales. Breathing in deeply and exhaling fully. And then with the next inhale, we're going to slowly lift the arms, the chest, the head. And if we take the hands just under the shoulders, we're going to take the chest all the way down to the floor. If we take the hands in front, we're going to draw the left knee around about in line with the left hip and just allowing the forehead to rest down. So we're finding our half frog pose here, and we're just focusing on every exhale, sinking the inside of the left hip down towards the floor, and allowing the feet to relax as much as possible here. So sometimes that means that the feet slide away a little bit, that's fine. And allowing the legs to be heavy, breathing in deeply and exhaling fully. And we're just going to stay for 2 more really deep inhales here, allowing all the muscles through the inner thighs to soften and lengthen, sinking down. And then with the next inhale, we're going to extend the left leg long behind. And from here, we're going to take it over to the other side. So if we take the right knee around about in line with the right hip, and just finding that place where you can allow everything to relax. So maybe resting the forehead down on a pillow or down on a block, finding that little bit of space to breathe. But with every inhale, filling the body with breath, and with every exhale, just allowing everything to soften. The hands and the feet melting down, all the muscles through the face relaxing. Breathing in deeply and exhaling fully. From here, with the next inhale, we're going to extend the right leg back alongside the left, taking the hands under the shoulders. We're going to press down and lift up, finding our way through our tabletop first. We're going to tuck the toes. As we inhale, we're going to lift the knees, and with a big exhale, we're going to send the hips all the way back and up into our downward facing dog, and maybe just taking a little pedal of the legs here, just allowing everything to soften all along the back line of the legs. Breathing in deeply, and with a big exhale, we're going to lower the knees down towards the mat, but they don't quite meet. And as we inhale, we're going to lift the hips all the way back and up into our downward facing dog. Exhaling, lowering the knees down, and with the inhale, lifting the hips, taking a little pedal of the legs, allowing the ankles to mobilize. We're going to go for one last round, breathing in deeply. As we exhale, we're going to lower. As we inhale, sweeping the hips all the way back and up, finding our way through our last downward facing dog here, breathing in deeply and exhaling fully. And from here, with the next exhale, we're going to take the left knee forwards behind the left wrists, landing the right knee, finding our way down into our pigeon pose, and maybe just lifting the chest and the chin to start with. Breathing in deeply, filling the belly, maybe squeezing the shoulder blades together, lifting the hands, reaching back through the fingers, and lifting the chin at the very top. Breathing in here, and with the exhale, we're going to take the hands down to the mat, walking them forwards and resting the chest down. And maybe noticing if there's a little gap just under the left hip. We can always place a block there, just allowing everything to soften down that little bit quicker. Finding a place where you can walk the hands over to the left. And if we place the right hand on top of the left, sinking the forehead down and finding a big stretch all down the right side body. Breathing in here with every inhale, allowing all the muscles through the right side to lift and expand, opening up. And as we exhale, we're going to take the hands back to center. Walking them back in, we're going to lift the chest, taking the hands just under the shoulders, tucking the right toes. We're going to lift the right knee, stepping the left foot all the way back to our downward facing dog. And from here, we're going to see about lifting the right foot. And as we exhale, we're going to draw the right knee forwards behind the right wrists, landing the left knee down. We're taking it over to the other side. So maybe first just finding that place we can allow everything to start to relax. And from here, we're going to squeeze the core and squeezing the shoulder blades together, drawing the hands back, lifting the chest and the chin, breathing in deeply, lifting on the inhale, and then with the exhale, taking the hands forwards, walking them away from the body and just resting the chest and the forehead down. And sometimes you come all the way down to the mat, and sometimes you just kind of hover, right? Finding that place where you can stay for a few moments. And when we're there, we're going to take the hands over to the left, over to the right this time. Here you go. Maybe placing the left hand on top of the right, but we're finding that big stretch all down the left side ribs. With every inhale, allowing the muscles to lift and expand, opening up. And then with the next exhale, taking the hands back to center, walking them back in. We're going to lift the chest, tucking the left toes. With the inhale, we're going to lift the left knee. And with the exhale, we're going to step the right foot back to plank. Breathing in here. With the exhale, we're going to land the knees down, sinking the hips back and the forehead down towards the mat, finding our final resting pose and taking a few moments here to rest.